I didn't want, how much weight did you lose now? Like, I just didn't want those questions because I didn't know if I was going to be a slow loser or if I was going to lose it overnight, if I was going to have complications. Like, I just didn't want the pressure of, I just didn't want the pressure of everybody knowing and looking at me and asking me, because I have like a big family and they nosy. They ask a lot of questions.
Welcome back, our Sleep Life podcast. This is Mel, your host, and today we have Bariatric Paths on, which is actually Jatoyia's business, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So we're going to have her on and she's going to go over all the things with us. I'm so happy to learn. So thank you so much for coming on. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing great.
Yes, I'm so happy to have you. So I'd like to start kind of from the beginning. Like, where did your journey start? How did you even create Bariatric Paths? Like, give me all the deets. I'm excited.
So I had my gastric sleeve surgery. I had that in October of 2023. And when I decided to have the surgery, I knew that it was going to be something that I wanted it to be a one and done. I wanted to take it seriously. I had done tons of different diets and things before, and I knew the main thing that it was the maintenance part. Like, I could lose weight, and I had plenty of times where I lost like 80, 70 pounds, and then I would gain it right back. So I wanted to dig a little deeper before the surgery to try to like find myself, figure out what was going on with it. And as I was going through that journey, I'm very social. So I was like looking for my tribe, my people. And it was really difficult to find. It was like, even if there was a Facebook group, it was sometimes, not all of them, but most of them can get very judgmental. And it's just like, you're drinking out of a straw. And it was just like, it wasn't nice.
Simmer down. Oh yeah. I love those Facebook groups that tell you that fruit is bad for you and everything.
Exactly. Exactly. So going through that, it made me just kind of say, this is my journey. This is my path, but everyone has their own path. Everyone has their own journey, and we can support each other while respecting that. So
agreed.
That's how Bariatric Paths kind of became like this supportive community, where we're just highlighting everyone's bariatric journey, surgery, non-surgery, carbs, no carbs, whatever you wanted, but just kind of like sharing our experiences so that we can learn from each other and celebrate each other.
Oh my God, I love that. Is that just on Facebook, or is that like, do you have your own website with your own support group? Like, how does it work?
So we do have a website, bariatricpaths.com. We also have a Facebook group, Your Journey, Your Tribe. And then we have a podcast that I'm doing now where I actually bring on different paths and different experts and have them just like share their journeys.
Yay!
And hopefully we'll start doing some events soon so we could get together more and just kind of just have fun and share and discuss. Because it really is kind of like bariatric patients know bariatric life. So you really want to find those people that understand and get it, but also coming with like positivity and non-judgment, just so that you're willing to share.
That part is huge. It's the non-judgment and being positive at the same time. I feel like that's sometimes very hard for people, not even just in this community, just people in general. And if you can foster that, my God, keep it and keep moving, because we need it like crazy, because we do have those groups out there that are kind of scary, very judgmental, especially with some of the people where you have to do everything by the book. And it's like, that's not how life is. Like there's a lot of gray area in life, and I live a lot in the gray. Like, I am not white and black with everything. I can't. It's not happening. So tell me more about your community. Do you, like, how many people are in it, and what kind of topics are like the main topics right now?
Well, so far it's only about like 115 in it, so we're still kind of growing. But some recent topics that we've had is hair loss and dealing with that. We've been talking about just celebrating transformations and sharing, the difference between 4 months and 5 months and
Mhm.
5 years. We've talked about plastic surgery. So we had 2 episodes with a plastic surgeon, and he kind of talked about the ins and out with like skin removal and the different options. And that was interesting for me because I lost over 175 pounds. So
Woohoo!
I
Yeah,
think, thank you. But I think skin removal is something that's still like, I probably definitely need it in my stomach area, but to me, that's a way bigger surgery
it
that I'm
is.
just like, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. So it was helpful to kind of learn from him from my own experience as well as for the community.
For sure, because like you're about to hit your 2-year anniversary if I have the timing correctly. So you have
Yes.
plenty of time to think about it. Because I just hit my 10 years and
Ooh,
I still am thinking about it. So I totally get
I
it.
got time.
You got time, girl, and we got resources upon resources for this. So it's kind
Mhm.
of perfect because you really should do it when you're ready. And
Mhm.
I'm happy that I didn't do it just because someone was like, "Oh, I'll give you a discount," or "Hey, promote," or whatever it is. It's like, I'm not ready. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
there yet.
tough. The recovery can take way longer than it was for my bypass. Like, you got to do the Fajas for 6 months. It's a lot going on.
And the faja is what kind of scares me, actually. It's more
It
than
looks
the
like it will hurt. Like, you got the stitches, and now I got to have this like skin tight. Oh no, that just sounds awful for
It
me.
sounds awful because, like, I've had a few surgeries in my life, and to think that I'm gonna have this tight ass thing on my abdomen, I'm like, I don't know if I like that at all. Like, that seems scary.
And that's the thing. Even when I was 380 pounds, I hated wearing girdles. Like
Yeah.
I was never one that wanted the corsets. It just was so constrictive. So I don't think I would love it even now.
I don't think so either. If you're not into it back then, why would we be into it now, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so you got up to 380. I was 308.
Hmm.
So tell me, like, I was a big kid right when I popped out of my mom. So that was
Hmm.
just what was going to happen with my life. Was that kind of the same for you, or did that come later in life?
Yeah, so I've always been tall and big.
Okay.
So I'm 5'9", and my highest was 387, but I have been considered plus size or overweight since like the 5th grade.
Yeah.
So it was honestly a way of life.
Hmm.
And that was part of my journey in getting ready for the surgery. I had to kind of come to that realization of just like being honest with myself that yes, I love being a big girl, but I didn't love being a big girl. I had to kind of like over the years, because I felt like this is just my life. It is what it is. I kind of had to like psych myself into thinking like, it's fine. Like I'm fabulous and I'm a diva and I'm gonna wear the cute glasses and my nails, but I was wearing a size 26. So it
Yeah.
was just kind of like psyching myself out a little bit to just be okay. And I did that for so long that I had to bring myself almost like out of the delusion of this is about you being healthy. This is not
Yep.
okay. We got to do something.
Oh
So,
yeah. Well, and we do that, right? We totally psych ourselves out. We put on makeup, like you said. You put on your glasses. We do our nails. We buy the fun tops or dresses just to make ourselves feel more feminine or pretty, and
mhm,
not think about the weight part of it. Because
mhm,
I didn't even wear a dress until after surgery. Like
really.
you would have caught dead being wearing one. It was literally just for my brother's wedding or someone else, or if I was a bridesmaid. Melanie was not in dresses whatsoever. But now I'm addicted to them. I'm like, this is amazing. I get airflow everywhere.
Yes. Dresses and leggings. Those are my two things. I love leggings now.
Hell yeah, girl. So, did you have any health issues going into surgery that you had to address, or
No.
no?
No, and that's why that was another reason why I had to really psych myself, because I kind of said my only health ailment is that I'm big. I didn't have high blood pressure. I didn't have diabetes. Like, everything else was healthy. I had really no issues. So it was kind of like, well, I felt like my body would tell me if the weight was an issue, because I would be starting to shut down. And I have like all of that in my family on both sides. So it was just like I was looking for it, but I never had those issues.
Thank God. My goodness.
Yeah.
We don't know when that would turn at all because that lives
Mhm.
rampantly in mine. That's why I just assume I was gonna be a big girl my whole life because we're not tall people in my house. We are short and stocky. So I just assumed, oh, that's just what I was gonna be like. I better accept it at a younger age. Like I accepted that shit at like 15, 16. I'm like, yep,
Mhm.
this is just what I am. This take it or leave
Mhm.
it, you know?
Yeah.
That's why, like, but I am a people pleaser. So I will people please like no other. So that way I don't have to
Mhm.
work out or try to lose weight or whatever the deal was. What became your why? What triggered you go, you know what? I'm tired of this. I need to go figure this out.
Well, I was in education for 10 years and I left that and went to corporate training. And it was the first time in a long time I just had time to kind of sit and observe and reflect on where I was. I'm 34 and I'm a mom of three. So they are getting to be teenagers now and they want to do the fun stuff. And this is like the time I want, like, I'm excited. We go on roller coasters and go out, but I got to fit on it.
Right. Yep.
So it's just kind of like I was ready to enjoy life and I needed the body that will allow me to enjoy life because I'm
Yeah.
very adventurous. I like roller coasters. I want to do skydiving. Like, I want to do it all, but like, I love horseback riding. I have not done horseback riding since high school because of my weight. There's a weight limit with
Yeah.
the horses.
There is.
So things like that.
Hmm. Yeah, guys.
So I just want to experience.
It's a little embarrassing when you find out there's a weight limit for horses, for
Yeah.
sure. Happened to me. My ex-husband, we went out to like the beach, Lincoln City, and there's a spot where there's like ponies and horses and stuff. And he's like, "Should we stop?" I'm like, "Oh, I've always wanted to." But in your head, you're not thinking how big you are. So
Yeah.
when you walk
And you're
up,
thinking the horse is way bigger.
yeah, I'm like, this can hold me, fucking whatever. No, the limit's 250. And
Yeah.
I was well over 250. I was in the 300s, obviously. So I was like, I remember just looking at the guy, like the horse, his owner, and then looking at my husband, just like I just wanted to bawl because like I realized, oh shit, I'm too big for
You
a
can't do it.
horse. What?
Yeah.
What in the world? Like that was a big turning point for me because I'm like, oh my god, a big ass animal can't hold me. That's a problem.
Yeah.
What do you do? So, so how did you
We're
find?
celebrating. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're saying you're
I was
celebrating?
saying, yeah, we're celebrating our 10th anniversary. And
Yay.
this is going to be the first time I go on a cruise because I didn't want to go on a cruise just to eat. I wanted to do the excursions. And most of the excursions, I was over the weight limit. So I was like, I don't want to go if I can't do what I want to do. Like, I want to
Yeah.
be able to get on the little jet skis and things.
Mhm.
So I'm excited to be able to do that.
When is
We're going in March. So it's coming up. I'm already buying all of the outfits.
hell yeah. I love that. Where are you going exactly on the cruise?
Bahamas. We're just going to do the Bahamas.
Fuck yeah.
And we have a little group coming with us, my family. So it's going to be fun.
Oh, it will be. I just got done with a cruise for the Alaskan cruise, and that was a
Mm,
9-day cruise. I would say it's
wow.
just a couple days, a little too much, but
I was like, that sounds long.
it is. It is. There was 19 of us. So yes. And we didn't kill each other. So I tell everybody, I'm like, that's the cool thing. Like we still love each other when we came back. We weren't mad at each other. No one was like, you know, how sometimes like there'll be some tiffs or whatever and you have to solve
Hmm.
that later. Nothing. I was like, I'm very proud of us. Considering though there is only 11 adults. No, there's only 8 adults out of the 19.
Yeah, so it's kids there too.
Very kid heavy. Yeah. There was 7 under 19 and then 5 above 19. So
I'll be like, I'm going to the adults only. I'll see y'all later.
that's what I'm saying for my next one. It's got to be adults. I can't. I
Yeah.
feel, by the way, if you don't know that you're going to feel awkward around children while you drink, you might. And I did. And I did not like it by any means. Because it's not like cut off. Like, you know, like, yes, there's bars, but you walk 2 feet, now you're near children. So I'm like,
Yeah.
no, can't do that. I just don't, I feel icky. I'm like, it's different when it's your kid, but when it's someone
Yeah.
else's child, you're
It's
like,
like I'm being a mentor right now, somebody's example.
exactly. I'm like, I don't want them to think like this is technically okay, but not okay. Not at your age. No, not happening.
Yeah.
So, well,
I made
congrats.
mine adults only. I was like, yeah, adults only. So if you want to do something, bye. We have our own cabins. If I don't see you until we leave, that's fine for me.
I love people like that because I hate it when they get offended when I'm like, I just want to go back to the room for a little bit. Or go
Yeah.
up, like, there's an observation deck you can go on to, and it's
Hmm.
beautiful because you can really see, like, it, like, slowly goes, and so you get to see all of the back, well, at least where I was sitting, you can see all the back and where everything was, and it was just so peaceful up there. So sometimes you just wanna have alone time, and
Yeah.
definitely take
That's
advantage
a
of that,
vacation as too. Having a long
right?
time is a vacation for people. So
Yeah. Well,
I
I'm
get
so
it.
excited for you. You said you dropped 180 pounds?
170.
Hey, damn. So how do you feel?
Honestly, that's like the craziest question I get every time when people ask me how do I feel, because it's like I'm proud, I'm happy, but I don't know why I thought I would feel like this different person almost, but it's just kind
Mhm.
of like I still feel me.
Good,
So I like
good.
that part that I haven't changed my personality or I'm just me,
You're
just
just you.
smaller, but I'm me. So I love that part.
Good.
I don't look like me, but
No.
I'm me.
Well, you're what's inside. So now
Yeah.
it gets to shine more. So I love that
Yeah.
for you. So how was surgery? Like, did you have any complications? Was it pretty smooth? Like what? Tell me more.
Was super smooth. I think I was really blessed with my experience. So I
Good.
had the gastric bypass and they did it with the robotic arm.
Oh,
And
nice.
I had that as well as they did a hernia repair. And I still was discharged that night at 8 o'clock.
Damn.
So my surgery was at 10. I had treated myself to this brand new Telfar bag and had it packed with all kinds of overnight goodies. And I was just
Hmm.
like, okay, I'm going to be here maybe a day or two. And they were just like, yeah, you're good to go. Go home. And I'm like, already? Like,
You're like,
yeah,
wait a
you're good.
minute.
So
Did
I
you
went
feel
home that
okay to
night.
go home?
And I did.
You did.
So
Okay.
I was already walking around. I had already did the burps and went to the bathroom. And so they're
Okay.
just like, yeah, you're good to go. And so the recovery at home was pretty smooth. I was able to walk around and I was able to be remote. So I didn't have to like worry about rushing back to work soon.
Oh, nice.
But it was pretty easy. The stitches healed fast and I was moving and running to the gym before my 6 weeks.
Wow, impressive. How did you find your surgeon?
So my mom is actually a nurse
Okay.
and she used to do bariatric surgery with the doctor that I had. So when I
Cool.
was telling her I was ready to finally do it, she was like, go to Dr. Hart. He's awesome. And he's a pro at it now. So he made me feel very supported. He was one of the few people that I didn't feel was pressuring me or pushing me anyway. Cause at first I was going to do the sleeve. I
Okay.
changed my surgery about maybe a month before.
Wow.
And it was mainly because when I was doing research in all those Facebook groups,
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people were going back for the revision after the sleeve and they weren't able to lose the amount. And I knew that I had significant weight to lose and I didn't want to have to come back because this was my first major surgery.
Okay.
And I was just like, I can't, if I'm going to do this, I want to get it done. I want to do it right and not have to think about it. And I didn't want to have to worry about a revision. So I said, okay, let's just go ahead and switch it over to a bypass. And Dr. Hart was like, absolutely, let's go.
Oh, I love that he was on board with you. That's even
Yep.
better. Oh, that's so exciting. It's stuff like that that makes it worth it because when you find the facility and the doctor that work well with you, like hold on to them like crazy because it's
Mm-hmm.
not that they're rare. There's a lot of them out there, but there's also a lot that aren't good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't have the
Mm-hmm.
aftercare, don't have that support. Do you have a solid aftercare with them or how does that work?
I feel like I had a good aftercare with the recovery and the surgery. I do kind of wish they were a little bit more involved with like the social psychology
Mm,
part of
yes.
the journey, but I'm learning that that's not really a thing. So that's
It's
something
not.
I'm going to work on. I'm going to see, I don't know how. I might have to go knock on some doors or have some meetings, but I really think that should be a part of just the standard care is that supportive piece afterwards and the mental part. I ended up when I saw what I was going through, I was like, okay, I need to talk to somebody. So I was able to find my own therapist to kind of help guide me. But that would have been nice to kind of have that support along the way from them. But outside of that, surgery wise and physically, I felt like I was in the best hands possible.
Good, good. And you're right. It's pretty normal, unfortunately, that they do not take care of the mental part of it. To me, makes absolutely no sense because that's really where the work needs to be done. So that way you don't
That's where the success come from.
Yeah, yeah. Like I only got a 15-minute phone call just to make sure I wasn't crazy. Did you get is that what you got too?
Man, I was like, okay, we about to have some revelations. We about to get healed. I've been waiting for this. Like, why am I eating a lot? Why am I fat? Like, I was ready to have those like aha moments. And it was just like, have you ever thought about committing suicide? Do you want to harm yourself? Do you want to harm others? Okay, you're good. Thank you. I don't even think they like, yeah.
It's a very
it was so disappointing.
Very insane because I thought I was going to have like an hour long and I was going to learn some things. No, I mean, for mine, they focused a lot on, is anybody pressuring you to get the surgery? And I was married at the time. So they're like, is your husband going to be supportive? Or is he pushing you to get the surgery? They were really big on, is family members pushing you? Like they wanted to make sure it was like my decision. So I was like, okay, yeah, it is. It's totally my decision. I mean,
Trust me, I don't want to be this big.
Right? It's like I would really like to not be in the three. That's really what I would like to. So how was your support system? Like, what is your support system, I guess, is probably the first. And how is it going?
So when I decided that I was going to get surgery, I told like my bubble. And so my bubble was like my mom, my sisters, my husband, and 2 friends. And that was it. I didn't tell anyone else. I kept it very small, mainly because I knew I needed to do some work and have some healing. And I didn't want to be pressured by everyone waiting for me to lose weight to kind of rush the process.
Yeah.
So I didn't want, how much weight did you lose now? Like, I just didn't want those questions because I didn't know if I was going to be a slow loser or if I was going to lose it overnight, if I was going to have complications. Like, I just didn't want the pressure of, I just didn't want the pressure of everybody knowing and looking at me and asking me, because I have like a big family and they nosy. They ask a lot of questions. So it was just kind of like just us. And so like pre-surgery, my bubble was very supportive. We did like a little food funeral party and had like brought all the foods that we loved that I felt like, because at that time, I thought I was never going to be able to eat this again.
Yep. We all do, sister. We all do.
So we had that. And then, like, afterwards, they've just been supportive, going to work out with me. We had a pickleball party for my surgery, for my first year surgery. So they've just been very supportive and just happy for me. So that made it easy for when it was time to share with everyone. I felt confident that I was like, okay, I got this.
That's amazing.
And it was very obvious.
I would imagine. I mean, you lost 178 pounds. That's literally a Melanie right now. Like, I'm actually 179. So there you go.
Yeah, I lost a whole you.
You lost a whole me. Like, that's how you know, like, you've lost significant weight, because I lost, my husband's sister was like 120, 125. And I'm like, I lost Elisa. Like, this is crazy. Because I'm down 130 pounds total now. So I'm like, good. This is insane. I lost a whole person, but it feels so much better. Like, I feel lighter. Do you feel lighter and just more like awake? That's what I call it.
Definitely, yeah, more energized. Like, it's no longer such a task to go up the stairs or to get up. And it was so funny as I was going through the weight loss. I have 2 boys and a daughter, and my 2 boys are actually on the spectrum. So they're very matter of fact, direct, but they mean it with love.
Yeah.
And so one day I had dropped something on the floor and I just bent down to get it. And he said, Mom, you didn't make a noise when you bent down. Good job. And I was like, I was making noises.
You're like, I didn't even
bent over. Yeah.
See,
So
I
those
love
are the
that.
things.
Those are the little fun things. I love that for you because that is so fun. Yeah, they are super honest. I mean, more power to you, but being able to handle two sons like that, that's got to be a
Yeah.
hard. Like, how are you balancing? I know all the moms out there want to know, like, how are you balancing being a mom and a bariatric patient?
That was something I had to kind of learn because they have what they want to eat, they have what they want to do, and this was really the first time that I had to consistently think about me
Mhm.
and put what I needed not over, but just in consideration. A lot of times I would just, as long as they were good, I was good.
Yep.
So
Yep.
now it was just like, okay, y'all are good, but I got to make sure I'm good too. Like I'm just as much of a priority. He helped with that because it took a little bit of mom guilt going through that and realizing like I still love my babies. I'm still going to make sure that they have everything they need, but it's okay to say, mommy's going to work out for an hour, deal with it.
Yeah, they can
And
handle it.
just let them try to figure it out.
Yep. Yep. Because what is the age ranges that you have right now?
So my oldest is 13, and then my daughter, she's 11, about to be 12, and then RJ, baby boy, is 8. So they're
They're
all
great.
kind of, yeah, they're all getting older. They're not babies, but they're still needy.
Yeah, and I would say that like anything after 8 years old is one of mine is my favorite because like they have full personalities now and they can talk to
Hmm.
you. Because I have one son, he's 19. I had him at 19. So me and him pretty much grew up together, but I just love that age where they can finally like have full conversations and be
Hmm.
able to like really pull things out of them and get to learn
Hmm.
who they really are. Because you don't know that in the beginning. Like this, I would say the
Yeah.
first almost 7 years, you don't really know. It really
Yeah.
takes like some time. So I'm happy that
Yeah.
they're
It's
with
fun
you.
now. Like parenting is
Yeah.
fun now.
Right. It's almost like it's fun. And then you're like, I remember telling Dylan sometimes, I'm like, don't make me parent you. I don't want to be mean. Like, don't make me ground you. I don't want to do this. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually sometimes harder.
I'm starting to see like my traits sometimes that I forgot was a trait of mine. I'll be like, ooh, teenage Jatoyia just popped out. I didn't realize that's. Ooh. It was kind of interesting
I
listening to
bet.
them. Like my son, he stormed out the house one day, and I was like, "Yep, I did that. I've done that several times as a teenager." So now I'm experiencing all of that, and my mom said that's karma. So
Yep. Get it. But Dylan's a more of a door slammer, and that is definitely my trait. I was like, shit, my goodness. They definitely take
we have it
after us.
honest.
Yep, 100%. Are you cooking like three different meals? Are you cooking just one big one for the whole family and you kind of like peck at it? Like, how do you handle food with three kids? Because I know lots of the parents that are listening are really wanting to know.
So when I first started after my surgery, especially when I was on like the soft diet and the liquid, it was like completely separate. What I made for me was completely different than what they ate. But over the years, as I've like gotten more used to what I can handle, what I like, understanding like how the protein works and how I can get it in. It's more of just making sure that whatever I cook has protein foundation,
Okay,
and then but it's still one meal. So like
good.
for example, if I'm doing chicken Alfredo, I will make sure I have the chicken breast, broccoli, all of that. I just have mine with no noodles. They have theirs with noodles. So it's just me not having as much or exactly what they have, but I'm not making multiple meals because I don't have time for that.
No, no. And I'm so happy you're doing it that way because I found the parents that are doing it that way are actually more successful in their journey because they're not trying to do too many things at once. Because I
Mm-hmm.
hear other moms that are like, well, they're picky, so we're gonna have to do this and that and da, da, da. And I'm like, I get that I don't have multiple children, but I do have 7 nieces and nephews from my brother and then my kid. And I'm like, no, no, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
They will
That
adapt.
was something. That was something through this journey I had to figure out because you're right. They can be picky and you're just kind of you get used to just accommodating and pleasing,
Mhm.
but it had to get to the point where it's okay, this is what we're eating.
Mhm.
This is your choice.
You eat or don't eat, but
You eat, but you're not going to starve. You can't say I didn't give you anything. But,
that's right.
and honestly, it has forced them to try new things. It has even forced them to eat healthier because they're eating more balanced meals and not just chicken nuggets.
Right?
And we went down to going out to eat once a week, which was like major for my household. So now only Fridays is the day we go out to eat. So if you don't like what I cook, find a sandwich, something else. But I've done my duty as a mom, and I can't feel bad that you don't like
No.
the chicken.
Right? No, I'm glad that you're talking about this because we do have mom guilt, right? Like it's real.
Yeah.
And I always felt bad when Dylan didn't like what I made. And then I would try to make something different. And then I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm enabling this. I'm just catering to
Yeah.
this. I can't do that. And I only had one. So I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, anybody that has more than one, I'm like, okay, well, keep going. That's all you can do. And
Yeah.
just, and like you said, you're making well-rounded meals. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not like they're not eating correctly. And if they
Mm-hmm.
want something else, they can make it themselves. That's kind of how I've rolled as well. Cause I'm like, all
Yep.
right, Dill, well, if you don't like it, not my problem. Like I've did
And air
my
fryer is
thing.
so easy.
Yep.
Buttons, boop, boop, boop. Get in the air fryer.
Get it in. Yep. We always have a bag of chicken strips, lightly breaded. And I have my ranch that I make. And there you go. So worst comes to worst, you're eating chicken strips, which is what I ate pretty much as a kid my whole life as well. And it's kind of
Yeah.
funny because my mom will be like, "You're such a picky eater. You only want to eat chicken strips." And I'm like, "You only gave me chicken strips, to be honest with you." Like, if you
Yeah.
think about it, you didn't try to make it have me eat anything else. You were just like, "Oh, this is what she likes. This is what we're gonna give her." Like,
Mhm.
I mean, that's how I got so big. Was like it was chicken strips and then pork chops and rice. But you would
Mhm.
think that's fine. No, 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 no. Mel was eating 2 pork chops with like a cup of rice on her plate. Like it was insane. Lots of
Mhm.
butter, wildness.
Yeah.
I I get it where I'm like, no, like we just need to eat smaller portions and you can still have chicken Alfredo. Like, look, you're still having it. You're still getting the full taste of it. It's just not
Mhm.
the noodles. And do you even
Yeah.
miss the noodles? Really?
Honestly, I have really made it to where it's like protein first because it's very hard for me to make sure I get my protein every day.
Yeah.
So my rule is if I've eaten all my protein and I still have a couple extra bites, if I want the noodles or if I want a little bite of bread and I can handle it, at least I got my protein first. Most days, the protein is more than enough and I don't even finish all the protein usually. So that's just kind of like, so that way I don't never feel like I have to or I'm restricting myself, but I'm listening to my body and giving it what it needs. If it can handle it, great. If not, we'll try again later. It's not that big of a deal.
I love that. Have you had any foods that just don't sit well with you?
No, and that's one thing that I
Good for you.
honestly wanted with the bypass. That was one of the reasons why I was like, I also want the bypass because I want to dump. Because kind of like similar to you, I ate a lot. Like I was the one that had the burger with the fries and the pizza and the milkshake. Like I was just like, and I knew that like when it first started, I would be really good. But again,
Mm,
that like long-term maintenance. So I was
yes.
hoping that I had like the little dumping syndrome as like a fail-proof safety
Right
for if
now.
I did eat something I can't have, I would get sick. It'll kind of like bring me back to, reality. That hasn't happened yet.
Shit.
And I went to my
Wow.
doctor. I said, I don't dump. Like something's wrong. I'm broken. He was like, not everyone dumps. I was like, well, someone should have told me that. Like I thought it
Yeah,
was a
not
guaranteed if you got the bypass, you were going to dump.
you were gonna be honest with you. I think you're the first person to ever tell me they haven't dumped of having bypass. So you're just a special unicorn over there. Because
I mean,
even
if I eat too fast, like especially at the beginning, eating too fast will make me dump. But I can have a cupcake, I can have rice. None of that made me dump.
ice cream's not a problem, none of that.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
actually what gets a lot of people. Ice cream got me, even with being VSG. I had all the symptoms, but no actual dumping. Like I ate it so fast too because it was so good. But there's a local place on the beach towns when you go to them. It's all handmade. So you're like, oh, it's so good. And I had just regular old chocolate chip, but I ate it so fast. And on the way home, I'm like sweating all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like my heart rate starts going. And then my husband, at the time, he was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I have no idea what's happening to me. I go, you might have to pull over. I feel so nauseous and sweaty right now. And what we did was basically I just breathed through it. And then I just told
Mhm.
him, like, it sounds mean. I'm like, just don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Like, I need to focus and talk to my body right now. And then that worked actually. I calmed myself down and I started just not sweating as much. I started drinking my water and then it just kind of slowly went away. But that is
That happened
intense.
to me once. I was, like, cleaning up after the kids, and they had, like, the little Sour Patch. But when I say this was, like, early, this was probably, like, within the first 6 months.
Okay.
And I just, like, popped the Sour Patch, and that happened to me, that experience, and I thought I was gonna die. But
Yeah.
now I can have the Sour Patch, it does nothing.
Does nothing, does nothing. Well,
Yeah.
that's that means you know what? Your surgeon is a great surgeon and your body is responding super well to this.
Mhm.
Like it's
'Cause
that
he said
means
that. He was like, "If you're not dumping, that means you're not doing anything to make yourself dump." I was like,
yep.
"Oh, okay."
Yeah. That means you're doing good. It sounds like you're doing well. So, what does a day look like in your shoes?
Okay, so I wake up like 5 o'clock because I have started Pilates and try to go ahead and get that out of the way before the kids and all of that happens.
Yep.
So I'll do my Pilates and then I'll get dressed for work. For breakfast, it's usually protein coffees. It took me a year before I could handle coffee, but once I had it, I was like,
There
yay,
you
I'm
go.
back to coffee. So
yep.
I make a protein coffee and then I usually try to do some type of small breakfast because I know that my protein has about 25 grams. So I might do like some bacon or sausage for the additional 10 or
Mhm.
15 grams of protein. And then I either have like a half a bagel or a couple of pieces of French toast without the syrup, just the actual French toast. And that will last me until probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'm kinda,
Nice.
like,
Okay.
good, and during that time, I'm drinking my water. I have tons of flavored water. My favorite is the blue Starburst with
Ooh,
coconut. I like it with the coconut syrup, that's a favorite. So I'm usually drinking that, and I'll have probably a whole 40 ounces during the day, and then when I get home, I'll have another one. For lunch, because I'm not really that hungry, I usually just make, like a smoothie,
well,
a
there you go.
protein smoothie, because 'cause I'm not really that hungry yet.
Yeah,
Also, I'm on, Adderall, so that's probably too, because 'cause I'm on for ADHD, so it takes away my appetite.
it does. Yes. Yes.
So that's probably why too I'm not eating as much. I don't want you guys thinking like I just don't eat. But then usually though for dinner, it's a full meal, and like I said, I just eat what I cook for the kids and just minus the the carbs. So
Yeah.
like yesterday we had meatballs with green beans and potatoes. And I
Perfect.
had all of that and I think I only got like 2 bites of potatoes in before I was done. But
Nice.
again, that's last. I've already had all the protein with the meatballs and the green beans. And for like dessert and stuff, I have a lot of sugar-free things. I love, like, I'm one that actually love the taste of sugar-free stuff. I know some people, they're just like, I like the sugar-free ice cream cones
Okay.
or like the yogurts or the sugar popsicles,
Mhm. I do
different
too.
things like that. I've gotten used to the taste, I guess.
I think that we do. I think that's the biggest thing. If you can get used to it, not even a problem. Because there's just
Mhm.
certain things I just won't eat unless I have the real version.
Mhm.
I'm not a big soda drinker, but if I'm gonna have soda, it's gonna be actual Coca-Cola or an actual Pepsi. I'm not doing any diet, no sugar, no nothing like that. I'm like, no. Just because it is
Mhm.
rare when I do it, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah.
And then the other one's ice cream. Like I like popsicles that are the sugar free and stuff, but actual ice cream because I don't have it often. When I do have it, I'm like, I'm going to 31 flavors. I'm getting 2 scoops. That's it. And typically, I actually nowadays I just do 1 scoop because I realize I'm not even tasting a second scoop. It's just there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this happens to you, but like I'll get a craving and then it won't go away. So then I'll eat it. But then after a couple bites, it's like I
Mhm.
don't even taste it anymore. I'm just feeling
Yeah.
like a void almost.
and I do like I have cookies, I have cupcakes, I've had all of it. I have not had a full serving of any of it, but a
Yeah.
couple of bites here and there, and I'm good. Like I just want that satisfaction and that, like you say, like that sweet craving. It happens. It's not going to go away because we're human. So
Exactly.
it's better to kind of like accept it and just learn how to not overdo it and still be healthy about it than try to just say no, never ever again. Because who's going cold turkey over anything? That's like, it's not feasible. Food is
Um,
not going anywhere. That's why I said, like, you could go cold turkey for crack. Just stay
right?
away from crack. But
Super easy.
you can't go cold turkey with food. Like, that's the way like you have to live.
I love that you brought that up because I have said several different times on the pod of like, you don't put a crackhead in a crack house, right? Like,
Yeah.
but we have to live with food. Like,
Yeah.
you can take any other addiction and pull the person out, move them somewhere
Mm-hmm.
else. They're going to be okay. But for us, every single day we have to eat, and not just once, we have to eat 3 to 4 times a day.
Yeah.
And for those that are eating one time, I'm going to yell at you for a second. Stop eating one time. It's
Yeah.
actually really
That's
bad for
not
your body.
healthy either. Yeah.
No, your
That's not
body is
healthy.
storing that's how I know I got so big too, is like I was only eating one meal and it was a big meal and it wasn't the best for me either. So it's just storing and storing and storing.
Yeah.
It's like,
And mine was late at night, right before
yes.
bed.
Yeah. Oh my, what is up with that with us? Like so many
The
of us
day
get
is
the
over
late
and we
night.
just eat our feelings away.
Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. That's really what it is that no one's around. It's quiet time. And now I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
like
me time.
decompressing.
I'll
Yeah.
decompress with the spoon to my mouth.
Yep, exactly.
So I have to ask, you are married. So how has the relationship been? Is it getting stronger? Are you guys having more fun together? Like, how is it?
I think we're doing awesome. Honestly, I feel like I've fallen in love with him even more because I'm surprised that he was with me at my biggest and never once said anything about my weight. Never made me feel like I needed to lose weight or like it was something that I needed to address, to the point of like I was looking at old pictures and I was just like, how the hell were you looking at me so happy? Like, did you not see my big face? Like, were we all
He
both
didn't
in
see it.
Delulu?
Yep. Yep.
And so, like, I just think I love him for that. And he has just been, he was a little weary when I like started really losing weight because it happened so quickly. I lost my first 100 within the first 6 months.
Damn, girl.
So he was just
Okay.
like he was like, I literally came home and you look like a different person. So he had to kind of like adjust to that.
Yeah.
But relationship wise, he's always been. Now we realize he's not gonna do it with me, but he's
Hmm.
gonna cheer me on from the side.
That's all we
'Cause-
need, right?
yeah, because at first he said, "Oh, I'll do it with you. I'll do the liquid diet, and we'll eat the same things." That lasted not even a day, and so he was like, "You know what, babe? Like, but I got you. I'm supporting you. Me, I'm here, but I'm gonna go have a piece of chicken." And I was like, "Go have your chicken."
That's right. Get your chicken in, bruh. Do it. Yeah. I will see. And mine tried to. He didn't try to do the liquid diet thing, but what he did do, he is a junk food junkie.
Mm.
And it sucked because he's like, we're the same height, but he was like 150 fucking like wet. It's like how he could eat whatever and it would drive me nuts because I'm like, that's not fair. So I told him, like, I can't have fast food in the house. And he's
Mhm.
like, are you for reals? And I go, I'm for reals. He goes, okay. He goes, so he would take his bike and he would bike to whatever fast food place he would go to. And
That's dedication.
he would eat there and bike back. And a couple of times he was just like, oh, I loved it. And then probably by the third or fourth, he was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I shouldn't even be eating this either. I feel like shit almost every time I do. And I go, yeah,
Mhm.
that's why we shouldn't be eating it anyway. Because we typically do feel like shit within like an hour or two. And no one's relating it back to what I ate. Like,
Mhm.
did you ever have that connection? I didn't have that connection till after surgery. Like, what I was eating was affecting me.
Yeah, I thought it was more of like guilt than the actual food.
Got you.
So I thought it was more kind of like guilt of me just perpetuating the same thing that I've been doing and not really doing what I knew I needed to do.
Hmm.
But no, like the food was bad too. Like it was
Right.
making me feel like crap.
Yeah.
Cause I could definitely tell like The days I do have a full roll and I'm just feeling like that roll was not necessary. Like I just don't have any energy. It's just not
Yeah.
doesn't revitalize me. So it really made me understand the purpose of food. And it's not just to taste good and make you feel happy. Like you need your protein for a reason because that's going to give you your energy to keep moving. And like, so it's giving food purpose outside of happiness.
Yeah. Well, because I went through a whole stage of telling people, like, we're just feeding our food pleasure. That's
Mm
it. Like, that's all this is. Because that's when I started realizing, oh, I'm eating these foods that I used to love, and then I'm really not liking it after the first 2 to 3 bites. So I'm
hmm.
like,
Mm
oh, this really is food pleasure. This is wild. And then I did some, I love research. I love learning. So I was like, there is a full purpose. Not like we didn't know there's a full purpose for food, but there is actually strategically different foods that do different things for you. And
hmm.
I was
Mm
like, I had no idea that like fruit and veggies are really good for your digestive system. It's trying to help you get all the toxins out and help you have like a regular bowel every day. Like, I didn't realize that's what it was for. I just like, oh, they taste good.
hmm. Mm hmm.
I like my strawberries and my green beans. Cool.
Yeah. And that's why I try, like, I don't believe in restricting what I eat or just like saying absolute no to anything. But I will say I need to eat what my body needs first. Now, if I have room after that, okay. But first, I'm going to make sure I eat the protein. I make sure I drink my water. I eat my vegetables. So I tell myself if I ate all my protein for the day, drunk in my 80 ounces of water, and made sure all my vitamins. If I'm still wanting something after all of that, then have your cookie.
Yeah,
But most of the time, I'm like, I'm done.
we're not. Yeah, because whole foods actually make you full and full
Mm-hmm.
longer.
Mm-hmm.
And I did some testing, I would say, because I'm 10 years out. So about year 7 or 8, I noticed if I didn't have enough protein in the beginning of the day, now Melanie wants sugar at nighttime.
Mm.
And I was trying to figure out why was I wanting sugar so much lately? And so me and my old co-host, we actually started tracking our protein again because we haven't for a while, right? And I was like, oh shit, I'm only getting 50 grams.
Wow.
I'm not even hitting my goal at all. Like every day,
Yeah.
it's only about 50, 55. No wonder one at nighttime, I want to eat more. And then two,
Mm-hmm.
it's sugary shit because I'm craving sugar now instead of the proteins that I was doing earlier through the day. So now I have to really be mindful of it.
That's what I noticed. Like you said, at night, if after I have my 1 or 2 bites, I'm still like wanting more, I say, okay, I don't want this. Let me find a protein bar, something with some substance, because I'm hungry, but I don't need to be. Sugar's not going to do it. So I
No.
had to realize that as well. Like maybe you're hungry for food, but you're so used to it late at night, just having the chips and stuff that you don't really think about it.
Do you ever find yourself, I know I'm a culprit of this too, but like, have you ever found yourself just opening the fridge or the pantry and being like, why am I here?
Yes,
How
yes.
did I get here?
Especially at the beginning, like, I think it was like just a routine. I'm just going auto mode. Soon as I was like bored or literally sometimes on my way to the bed for night, I would just stop and like, why did I even stop in here? Because I'm just so used to before I go to bed, stopping, getting something, looking in the pantry, and I'm like, get out the kitchen.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely that's something I didn't even realize that that was a thing until after my surgery.
Yeah, like I worked from home during COVID. I worked for Progressive, and I dumb idea. Why did I do this? I set up my area in the kitchen nook. So, boy, was that a bad thing because I'm just staring at the fridge all day, and it's just calling to me, and I'm like, oh. Like I need to move this. So we cleaned out one of the rooms and was like, this is gonna be Mel's office now because this is completely on the opposite side of the kitchen. Won't even
hmm.
see it, won't even think about it. Cause like, boy, I didn't realize how much just being in eyesight can really change your mindset.
I'm hybrid, but it's kind of like I was more remote and less going into the office. I started going back into the office. I was like, because just leaving and going to a different setting and not having that access because I was just reaching and didn't even realize that I was reaching. So I've gotten to the point now that I'm back to being remote because I love my remote days.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, I was like, I'm just gonna go to the office because it was just a way to first make me get up and walk and get more active because it's real easy to just log on and just go for hours at a
Hours.
time. So it made me more active and it took me out of being near the kitchen or just in the house with all the snacks.
Well, yeah, because we have the good snacks, and you definitely do. You
Yeah.
got 3 kids,
The
so
kitties, yeah.
they got the
And they
good
all
ones.
take lunch. They don't like school lunch. So we have all the
Okay,
stuff for lunch too. So they have all the little snacks and Debbie
nice.
cakes and all of that.
And I don't blame them. Those fucking school lunches are awful. Like, ever since Dylan went into elementary school, I was just like, this is shitty. Like, he would just tell me how horrible the food is. And then,
Yeah,
like, I don't know if your kids had to go through school where they would still give them the milk, even though they wouldn't drink the milk. So, like, kids are just pouring it out. Like,
very wasteful.
yeah. And Dylan was doing that. And I was like, well, why don't you just not pick up the milk? And he goes, no, they
You
make you
have
take
to
it. And I'm like,
if you
what?
buy lunch.
And I'm like, but you're not going to need it. And he's like, that's what they want us to do. I actually had a conversation with the principal because I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, if my kid doesn't want milk, he shouldn't have to take the milk. You
That's
can use that.
policy though. The principal.
It is. It
Yeah,
is. But I didn't
that's
know.
above the principal.
It is. I was so confused because I was just like, this, to me, like, I'm very not wasteful. Like, I come
Mm-hmm.
from a family. This is probably why we're all big, though. You clean the plate, right? You clear everything. So I'm like, it's like you're forcing this kid or all these kids to have this item that they don't care for. Some might be drinking it just because you're putting it in front of them and they don't even need it. So it's like, why are
Mm-hmm.
we wasting like time, money, energy? But of course, he was like, that comes from way above. And I was like,
I
okay.
mean, if you look, we could go into it, but it's mainly like it's not necessarily for our kids, but there are kids that are less fortunate that don't have access. And so it's like a way for us to guarantee that at least twice a day
You're
they've
getting
had a
fed.
completely full balanced meal, and milk is part of that balanced meal. So even if they don't drink it, we know we have provided it and they have had access to it.
Which
So
I'm
it's like
grateful
a
for.
CYA type of thing.
Hmm. Well, because I've been on food stamps. I'm not going to shy away to say I haven't. I've been on food stamps. I've been on WIC, like I've had government assistance and it's so helpful. So I
Mm-hmm.
totally understand it because there was kids that don't get food that were friends of Dylan's. And it's just sad. And me, I was like, bring them over. I'll feed them whenever I can. I don't have a lot, but
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah.
it was just that wasteful part. I was just like, if
Yeah.
they say no, then why are we making them? Because we can just do that for tomorrow in my head. But I'm glad that your kids are like taking a lunch to school and being able to do that. So good job, mom and dad. You're able to do that for your kids because like that's you have 3, so that's a lot of food.
They won't eat otherwise.
Fair.
Unfortunately, they won't eat. But yeah, but even then, like, we kind of cut back because, like, once I started this journey, do no soda is only for when we go out. We only go
Okay.
out once a week.
That's
So
right.
there's no more. So there's no sodas, there's no juices. We all do water, flavored water. And so we have our water bottles, and I have like a little, I call it my water bar setup where they have
Yeah.
like tons of different flavors. They got all the ones that they like. I feel like it's just nasty, but it's the kids
They
stuff
like
like
them.
Jolly Rancher.
Oh,
My
yes.
son, my oldest likes the root beer flavor. Whatever is water. Drink as much as you want. Make it yourself. So like those type of things have made it where we're all doing like a healthier lifestyle
Yay.
and making better choices. So
Have you noticed that everyone's kind of more active and even lost weight? Like, has your husband lost any weight during this process?
it was so funny. I posted probably a couple months ago when we had my husband, we went to Detroit to see family and we got a family picture of everyone. And I was sharing the picture to do like a before and after of me. So it was a family picture from about 4 years before and then now. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I finally got a new family picture where I'm not a big back. And all the comments was like, the whole family has lost weight. Like, all of you guys look good. Like, mommy, you look great. Everyone looks healthier, slimmer. And I was like, oh, yeah, they do.
I do.
I wasn't saying I wasn't paying attention, but I was just looking at mine side to side.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I was like, yeah, my husband doesn't have as he still got a little bit of a pot belly, but it's not as big,
There you go.
and their faces aren't as full. It's all of us have made like really good positive changes that have had some good results.
Look at you killing it. You and the fam bam. What's your guys' like favorite activity? Do you guys have an activity you guys do together?
They love the trampoline park, so we'll take them there where we all get involved. Game night, we love just sitting around playing like Monopoly or cards, like we just movie night.
Yep.
So it's a lot of that. But we're able to, be more active. I was able to take my oldest to Six Flags because he's a thrill seeker like I am, and we were able to ride every single ride, and I was able to fit. I was like, I have not gone to Six Flags since high school when they kicked me off of the Hulk. I was like, never again. You're never gonna get me to sit in line to stand in line that long to be like, you can't ride. So I just have been avoiding amusement parks. So if I did go, I would be the one holding the bags, and the kids will get on, and I'll just be like, I'm right here, I'm taking pictures, but I would never get on. But we were able to ride together. That was like my first major non-scale victory, being able to go on the rides with him and have room. I was like, slip. I had space.
That is like one of the best NSVs, I love to say. Being able to just live with your kids and doing the fun things they want to do and you want to do. My goodness. I remember being on the scramble for the first time after, and there's so much room. I was like, we are sliding just back and forth. I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, he's like, Mel, I can feel your hip bone hitting me. Like, oh shit. Like, I didn't know I had hip bone that you could feel when these popped out. How did you feel when your collarbones popped? Oh my God. I was like,
they won't go in. I was just like, are they ever going to feel back?
no.
This is their normal. I was like, I had my knee bone. At first I was like, did I get a bit like a bug bite? I was like, oh my gosh, this is my knee bone. Like I've never had that before. I didn't realize that there's a bone underneath all of that roundness.
I know.
So
Look at that. There's divots and shit. You're like, what?
It's like, is it supposed to look like that? Like, I just thought it was like a round circle. My husband's just like, nah.
He's like, absolutely not, hun. Absolutely not. I remember the first time I saw my ribs, I freaked out. I was getting into the shower, and I just pulled my shirt off, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? Like, I was like freaked out at first. Like, what is that? And then I touch it, and I was like, oh, that's my ribs. And so I would like play with it for a little bit.
Body start.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, and I was like, this is really cool. I was so excited for that whole day. I was like, I got ribs. You can see them. They exist on me. I love it.
Yeah. The chin, the face structure, like I don't have the triple chin anymore. And everyone's just like, oh my gosh, your face is just so.
I'm saying you have no chins. You just have the one.
Yeah. And that was the thing. Like, I knew I was going to lose weight, but I didn't quite know how I would look and what would tighten up or what would loosen up. And that was one of the things I was just like, what if my chin and I end up having like this thing dangling from where it used to be? And so it was like, okay, this came out looking good. Great. My arms aren't that bad. They're I don't love them, but they're manageable. Okay, cool. My stomach is not to the floor. Okay, yay.
Yeah.
Because those are like my main things. I was just like, I can't have my stomach touching my ankles, like
no,
from all of the excess skin.
Well, and you've had 3 babies. Did you have them all natural, or did you have to do C-sections?
No, I had. Well, 2 are mine, biological, and I had them natural, pushed out without meds. And then my daughter's my stepdaughter, so I have her through love.
Yeah, you don't have to gain weight on that one.
Nope, then just an extra husband.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, because I know, like, we get that apron, and that's the part you're talking about that can get lower and lower depending on how big you get and how much weight loss you have and the skin. Are you having any like rashes or anything yet, or are you good?
I'm not, and I'm not even eligible for like the medical version of like I'm not low enough to even that. So I was
wasn't
like,
either.
hey, that's good.
Yeah. I
Because I
think because
thought
you
I for sure was. I just knew like my stomach was going to be in my lap.
well, I think it's because you did it so young. Like, you're not waiting till you're 40 in your 40s to get this done. Like, you did this, it sounds like you're 34, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So I
So
was 32.
32. Yeah. And we still have that elasticity in our skin, that collagen, because we don't start losing that until we're 35. So,
And I was taking a whole bunch of collagen. I think I OD'd on collagen. I was taking like the 3-horse pills. I was having collagen in my smoothies and my coffee. I was just like inhaling it.
you're making sure. Do you still take some collagen or no?
Yes, I just do the 3 pills. It's like 3 big collagen pills that I
Okay.
take, and
Nice.
that's it, the supplement.
Did you have to deal with hair loss? Because your girl did. I definitely did.
See, here's the thing. I did it because I had thyroids. And so up until then, my hair really didn't grow. It will always break. And then after my surgery, I guess with the collagen and the weight loss, my hair grew. So this is like the longest my hair has been. And I
What?
just locked it up. But this is like, I've never been able to wear my natural hair. I was always in wigs.
Okay.
Look who popped up.
There she is. Oh, is it she or he?
She,
It was a she.
honeybee.
Now I get to see what a chihuahua mix looks like.
Yes,
She's cute.
Chihuahua Terrier mix.
Oh, baby, so cute. I
Very
love
cute.
it. So I like to do a little like rapid fire question sometimes. Tell me something that was random that happened that you weren't expecting to happen.
From the surgery,
Hmm.
the gas.
Yeah.
I am a farting fool right now. Still, it hasn't
Yeah.
gotten better. And so it's like, it's now a normal part of life. And the kids they're just like, they stop complaining about it because they already know it's going to happen about 4 or 5 times a day.
You got to. That's a good one because I used to be able to hold it. I can't hold it
Yes,
anymore.
you cannot hold it.
Uh,
It's better to just let that out.
yeah, it's common whether I like it or not. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I have to tell you this. I was in a meeting with my manager, dude, not a girl, straight up tall man, 6'4", played for the Ducks. Like I was holding so hard. I was just like in my head, I'm like, yeah, keep going. Let's just like, I
Yeah.
need to go to the bathroom. Like I wrap this up, and he is just a talker, so. I moved just slightly in my seat and all fucking just there it goes. I was just like, I'm like, Steve, that was not me. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just so awkward. I hated it because, like, I can't control it anymore. Like, I call
And
it
it's
the
not
walking
even
parts.
predictable. It's not
No.
even predictable. I don't know when it can happen after I eat. It can happen when I have milk. It can happen when I have water. Like it just comes and
Yep.
goes.
Yep. And now it's like, it's regular. It goes from both sides. I'm burping, I'm tooting. I'm like, okay, this is super interesting. That's funny. Was there any, let's see, like any places that you lost weight that was weird? Cause like I lost weight in my feet.
I did lose weight in my feet. Surprised me. I hope this is not TMI. Losing weight in my down vagina area. Like
Same.
I didn't
Yep.
think that it was. I didn't think it was overweight, but apparently it is. It was.
Yep. Yep.
So that really surprised me. I was like, huh, okay. I was thick everywhere.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. I remember that too, where I'm like, it's smaller down there. That's interesting. And I was telling a friend about it with my husband next to me. And when we got in the car right on the way home, he's like, don't make this seem weird, but I kind of want to look because I'm very like curious now. Like, did something, he's like, cause like I haven't been down there in a few weeks. So, and I'm like, you're more than welcome to take a look-see, sir. I'm not going to say no to that. And then, yeah, he was like, I remember after we had sex and everything, he was like, I was so scared it was going to be like weird or something. He goes, but it was better. And I go,
Yeah.
yeah, everything can touch now.
Yes.
We're going deep now. It's not, surface level anymore. Yep. Yep. I mean, sex got better. I'm assuming it got better for you.
It did. It did, but at first it was like a little harder to take because I guess I had to get used to, like you said, with the weight loss. But yeah, we have fun.
Right? I can last longer. I have way more
Yes.
endurance. I'm like,
Yeah. I
okay.
am so happy my husband got a vasectomy before I had surgery. That was one of the things I was like, if I'm doing this, we are not about to ruin my body with a baby.
That's right. We don't need no oopsies.
Yes, and I knew like because I'm so young, that's a possibility, and I didn't want it. So
Yeah,
he
especially
got
with,
snipped, and we've been having fun.
yeah, it's because girlfriend, so many people get pregnant too
I feel
soon
so bad for
or
them. I be like, I'm so
unexpected.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I mean, I know there's some people who actually need to get pregnant because they probably were having issues before. So God bless you for you.
Yep.
Woo! But I already had three. I don't know.
Right? When you're one of us, when we're done, you're like,
We're done,
fuck
done.
no. Yeah, because
Yeah.
my husband got a vasectomy done too. And that wasn't because we were afraid of me getting pregnant after surgery. It was actually after surgery I had the implant on put in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that little stick for those that don't know. It's like a little stick goes in your arm, sits there by your bicep, and it's a birth control that sits for 3 years. And after I had Dylan, every 3 years, I would get it removed and a new one in. And so I go in after losing all the weight and they're trying to pull it out and put a new one in. That's what we've been doing, right? Guys, my arm just sat open for almost an hour, them searching for it.
They were like, is it there somewhere?
And I was starting to freak out because I was like, where the fuck would it go? Like,
It's up your armpit.
I'm like, what are we doing? And she's like, hey, we're gonna, like, once they finally found it, it was like underneath my bicep. And when it came out, it was like half straight and the rest was curled. So
Wow.
that's why it took so long. And she goes, we kind of had you open really long and you were in just a regular room. So you're more susceptible to infection and all this stuff. And legit, like my arm didn't get infected, but it was like, I could not lift for a good week and a half of anything. And it was black and blue. And I remember coming home and he's like, what the fuck happened to you? It's like, I go, well, I was getting my birth control taken out and we were going to put a new one in, but I can't. And
Yeah.
he goes, you're not doing that ever again. I will just get a vasectomy. And I go, really? And he's like, mm-hmm. He goes, he goes, that's awful. You sat in that room by yourself for an hour with this happening. I go, yeah. And he's like, why did you
Yeah.
call me? And I was like, I don't know.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm open. Like, I don't know. But I was very thankful he got the vasectomy because like it was down all that weight and I could have had like, I'm pulling off of birth control. So we even had him tested too, because I'm like, make sure,
Yeah.
because you hear that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, ladies, my friend just made her husband go get tested after 5 years. And guess what? He's still producing. So they have to
We're
get
gonna
it.
have to go get sperm tests. You
You
can get
just,
those offline, by the way. So I'm just gonna have to
yeah,
order some off
just
Amazon.
get it tested. It is so much better mentally for your mental health of like, fuck,
Just
I
to
don't want to have a
know.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
But luckily, like,
Because
for
I was
Eric,
on the NuvaRing.
I had that too.
I didn't like, well, I knew it would like make me gain weight. So that's why because I was like, if I'm getting a surgery, I would rather just not be on any birth control. I don't have to worry about the hormone things. So similar reason, not stuck in my arm, but similar reason of just like wanting to get off birth control and everything.
And
So
don't you feel
I
a
did
lot
not.
better after being off of it? I feel so much better.
I didn't realize how much it was doing to me. It was just kind of like, because at first it was almost like hormone shock. So the first couple of months, I felt like I was like a raging bitch because I had to get like my hormones adjusted, which is like also, it could have been the surgery too, because I hear some people say that after the surgery, their period's out of whack and they have like hormone things. So I literally stopped my birth control like a week before my surgery. So I didn't know if it was my surgery causing that or me being off birth control. But like once it kind of probably, but once like around month 3 and 4, it kind of all smoothed out and I love it. Because of my weight loss, I'm regular. I don't have irregular periods and every 28 days is like automatic. So it's a lot more maintainable now.
It feels nice to be able to know when it's coming and know what like the mental part's going to be like. Because I always cry about 2 days before it happens now. I'm like, why am I so emotional? I'm so gay, whatever. And then I'm like, oh shit, that's Like really red flag right there. Period's about to start.
And
100%.
if I'm able to finish my whole plate, including the potatoes, my
That's a
period's
cue.
going to start.
Yeah, 100%.
Because my stomach's getting bigger.
It's interesting. I don't know about you, but like I need meat. Like have to have meat on my period. Like I don't even care about carbs. Like eventually my brain goes, let's have some chocolate. But like I need that because I get so pale. My son literally goes, Mom, you look like death. I'm like, oh, thanks. Gotta love that. So
I
now I
have
have
an
to
extra
eat.
iron supplement I have to
There
take.
we go. I have I take the one with 45 milligrams, like with my multivitamin. I take the one that has
I have
that.
that one and then an extra one. My doctor put me on an extra one outside of that. So
You know,
and it's hard for me to eat, like literally, it's hard for me to eat all of that. I gotta eat the protein, I gotta eat the iron. This is a lot.
it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot. I was just thinking like maybe I should do the extra iron supplement during my period. That actually might help me.
Yeah.
Because I always feel so just drained that
Drained. And then like once a month I take a super vitamin D for energy, and it helps too.
Do you take that before period or after period?
Usually it's during.
Smart.
Because that's when I remember to take it. I'll be like, let me take a vitamin D.
Okay, that's smart as hell, girl. I love that. So, okay, if you're listening, guys, now we know iron during our cycle and a vitamin D during the cycle, just to get that boost of energy and feeling good. I love.
I feel like it does more for me than the B12 shots. I take the B12 shots, but I don't get as much energy as when I do like my vitamin D. Just it's a better little energizer for me.
There you go. I'm a big B12 taker actually. So they made me pull it on back. They're like, this is really high, and I was like, but I like it, and they're like, no.
She's juicing off B.
I just straight up told Dr. Patterson, I'm like, I am so happy I never tried an upper because I think I might have liked it a little too much because I don't like, not that I don't like sleeping. I just have so much I want to do. So I'm like, if I had something that kept me going like that, that would have been a huge problem. That I could have gone a whole different direction. I went eating instead. You know what? It is what it is. So, well, Miss, I'm so happy I had you on. I'm so excited to learn so much about you. Is there anything?
This was so fun.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to add? Anything you want to tell the audience? Any tips, tricks, or anything for them?
Just your journey is yours. You are the only one that can define it. You are the only one that can control it. So everyone else's suggestions, not requirements, and opinions should not be the driver of what you decide to do for you. So trust yourself, trust your body. You treat it right, it'll treat you right.
Oh my God, I love that. Their opinions are suggestions. I'm going to use that because that's so helpful just mentally.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Well, you heard it from her. She's had a pretty damn good journey so far. I think in a year time, we should do an update with her and see how she's doing.
I would love that.
That would be so fun. You're about to hit your 2 years, so I hope you do something fun for yourself. Take yourself out or do something with the kiddos or the hubby. Have some fun. And remember, everybody, until next time, drink your water, eat your protein, take your vitamins, and most of all, don't be an asshole to one another.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Our Sleep Life podcast. Don't forget to head over to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on all the socials so you stay connected. And remember, until next time, keep shining bright.